everyone. Good afternoon. It's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. We are going to get started on a story about 90 Day Fiancé. So let's talk. You know that I cover a lot of different topics, and one topic I love is 90 Day Fiancé because the tea is always piping hot and there's always so many different cast members to pay attention to. You know that a couple days ago we talked about Paul and Karine, and Paul's allegation that Karine left him for some guy named Blake and she dyed her hair the color of Smurf blue. Well, another couple from the exact same season of 90 Day Fiancé the other way includes Evelin and Corey, along with Laura and Eladin. We all know that Laura and Eladin ended up getting a divorce because Eladin claims that Laura had a drinking problem, was a compulsive liar, and took off and would just disappear, and he was left to have to deal with things while she was gone. Laura created all kinds of drama during the season. She made allegations against Devin. She made claims against different cast members. She was constantly deflecting, causing drama. She was acting as though she was the victim in her divorce related to Eladin. Now, neither Eladin or Laura are actually clean of their hands in terms of this case, but also in the middle of everything, it's revealed that Laura is actually not a citizen of the United States and in fact had been deported or no longer allowed to come to the United States because she had overstayed a visitor visa when she was visiting her son Liam. Laura is actually a citizen of Canada. Now, after she was no longer allowed into the United States, rather than going back to Canada, Laura flew down to Ecuador to hang out with her cast member Evelin. And during that time, Evelin and Laura became chummy. Photos on Instagram were shared of the two going out, having fun. On the night of the finale and during the tell-all, Laura was in Ecuador watching it with Evelin and Evelin's friend Raul. She also claimed that she was dating Raul. That might have been tongue-in-cheek. It could have been a lie. You never know with Laura. Sometime between all of this, Corey and Evelin are also having issues. Corey is seen in Las Vegas. He's hanging out with Larissa. This prompts Miss Evelin to go bonkers. Larissa, we know, is from a season of 90 Day Fiancé with her former husband Colt, and they actually ended up divorcing, and Larissa, being on the rebound, agreed to meet up with Corey. Now, Larissa says it was a date. Corey says it was a friendly thing. Evelin claimed it was a date. Obviously, Evelin was angry, and as a result, there was a massive social media spat between Evelin and Larissa, and Corey denying anything with Larissa, and all kinds of stuff going back and forth. And then in the middle of all of this, there's been this allegation that Evelin is using Corey because she has this he has paid and funded a restaurant that's on the beach in Ecuador where they have cocktails and food. And she claims, and people have said that Corey is blind because there's been allegations of her flirting with people. Raul has made comments about having an affair, or not having an affair, but having an attraction to her. And then there's this ex-boyfriend that's been this elusive man that continues to stay in contact with Evelin that was a source of contention between Corey and Evelin on the season. Well, this is the interesting part. A couple days ago, Laura dropped some photos on Instagram of Evelin with another man. However, only a couple days earlier, I got a DM from somebody on Instagram with a sock account. In the sock account, they had sent me photos and said that Evelin was married. They said Evelin is currently in Panama with this guy named Richard, and she's being a dirty little whore and cheating on her husband. And I was like, what are you talking about, husband? And she says, well, she sends me a copy of this DMV record, right? So this is the record I get in my inbox. This is actually I was provided this before Laura actually posted this on Instagram, so I'm guessing this came from Laura under a sock account. And as you can see, it's a photo of Evelin. This is her driver's record, and you can see under the name, I've circled it, it says casado, which means married in Spanish. So I get this photo from the sock account, and the account insists that Evelin is cheating on Corey with this guy named Richard, and that the reason why Corey met up with Larissa was because he knew about the affair and he was trying to get back at Evelin. That was the story they were sticking to. Okay. Well, in an effort to try to confirm this story, what I did is I reached out to 90 Day Fiancé blogger John Yates, because John is always kind of in the know about this kind of stuff. He has contact with the different cast members, and he seems to know whether or not there's validity to any of this. So I messaged him, and he pops me up a couple days later, and he's like, I said, I have photos of Evelin. And he says, let me guess, it's Evelin with some guy. And I said, yes. And he goes, and he starts laughing, and he goes, oh, Laura must be busy. Well, during the conversation I'm having with John, someone must have told Laura that I was talking to John, because suddenly Laura posts all the photos that I received from the DMs on her Instagram. This is crazy. So she sent me that, and then this was a photo that I was sent in my DMs, but Laura posts the same one, and it's Evelin with this guy named Richard. This is also posted by Laura the same night. Now, I received this in my DMs from that sock account, which is again Evelin with this guy named Richard. And then that same account sent me this photo, which was again Richard with Evelin. The account then sent me photos of his Instagram account and all kinds of good stuff. So I get photos, and then those same photos end up on Laura's Instagram. It's probably not a coincidence that the sock account was Laura or someone connected to her. Obviously, this prompted a reaction because, right, the accusation that Laura put up is that she says Evelin is cheating on her husband, Corey, and she's seeing a guy named Richard, and that everyone knows that she's cheating. Okay? Well, obviously, not to be silenced by this, Miss Evelin posts this earlier this afternoon in response to Laura. And she says, I told you that she was trying to break me and Corey apart, creating stories about both of us. She also told me that he was with a girl. 2, it's false what she says about me and what she says about Corey. Those photos were taken by his only now friend because he convinced him to do it because it was a bet and a joke. There's nothing wrong with a girl having male friends. Most of my friends are male because most of them are surfers, and for some reason I get along better with them, and I don't have those jealousy issues with girls that girls have with me. She also went on to continue and said that Laura has said, it is sad that on Christmas you're trying to ruin somebody else's life. I was the one person who could help you and the only one. She then alleges that Laura and her boyfriend, her new friend, are both drunk and high every single day. She says, I have seen Laura buy bottles and drink it all day and night in a day. So what I'm saying is her idea of reality is not right. There's reality and there is whatever happens in her brain. 6, was our storyline fake? Never. Corey and I are a real couple for more than 5 years now, and we never got married before. Are we married now? You will have to watch the show to actually know. Which the sock account actually told me that Corey was in Ecuador filming, even though Corey has been posting photos in Washington. I don't know what's going on. There's photos, Evelin's posting photos with Corey on Instagram, but Corey's on his Instagram posting photos from Washington. I don't know where Corey is. Then Corey has a Cameo account where he's posting videos and you can hear the ocean in the background. So he could be in Ecuador, but there's no photos on Corey's Instagram suggesting that he's in Ecuador. This sock account told me that Corey was in Ecuador, filming in Ecuador, but that he knew that the sock account claimed that Evelin was cheating on Corey. Corey knew about it. It was a huge storyline. The sock account also claimed that the whole storyline of Corey and Evelin was faked, that they were already married, and that none of it was all just for them to get money. Well, she is according to the DMV records, married. We don't know to who, okay? And Evelin insists that they are still together. Corey likes Evelin and follows her stuff and loves her messages, and so there's no reason to believe they're not together, okay? Then she goes on to say I'm going to start a legal process against Laura, because in Ecuador, you cannot just go online and try to destroy someone if he wants to live in Ecuador. She needs to learn. She needs to learn the laws, to live by the rules. Does Raul have a girlfriend? Ask him. He's always been a player, and he has so many girls because he is handsome. As far as I know, he doesn't have a girlfriend, and me and him were never a couple, and he was just a fling before I meet Corey, and he has been a friend during all of these years. He expressed his feelings in tell-all, and we all saw that. Does he feel differently now? I hope. Is the chef and crap guy someone to trust? So there's this other account on Instagram called Chef and Crap Guy, which is pretending to be Evelin or someone connected to Evelin, and it's sort of like this commentary channel or page on Instagram that was yelling at Evelin, basically calling Evelin out for treating her family like shit, okay? And she says, definitely not. He is the lower kind of human that you can find, just like Laura. Someone who is also drunk all of the time and only looks further to use people. He was using Laura and she knows it, but for now she is playing dumb because is the only person to partner with her in this mess. Have I done something to him or her? Never. This guy is just trying to get a little of fame, which I encourage you not to give. He always told me how much he wanted to be like me and have followers and blah, blah. He applied for the show, but he is not going to get it. His life is sad. Both of their lives are, and that's why they want other people's lives to be the same. I'm going to start with a legal process against him. She then continued, did you ruin my night? Nope. We knew this was coming. I still enjoyed my night with good friends and family because I do have good people in my life. I ask you, please, let's all report their pages. They are not mentally stable and it'll be a favor if we stop them from the social media world. So she wants to deplatform them. And then she said, this is all I'm going to say. Once again, she is making fake stories. I'll sit down and watch how she ends up with nobody at the end, how they both will destroy each other. You know my character and you know hers. I'm giving you the most I can give. I'll probably be, her English is her second language. So she says, I'll probably am gonna be in big trouble. It is so hard to not be able to say everything because of contract. It's so hard for people to be able to be judging, and also it's hard to have people believe this people and see that their only purpose in life is to make mine hell. Sorry again, her native language is Spanish, English is her second language, and her English here is not the best, but that's okay. And then she asks people to report Laura. So Laura claims Evelin is cheating on Corey with Richard. Richard has since made his Instagram account private. He is not allowing people to follow him. The chef guy is claiming that, I'll see if I can show you what the chef guy is saying about her. The chef person also has a private account. And the account is called Chef and Surf. Oops. I'm just going to grab these for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to put these up for you. Sorry. This is impromptu. This is like extra, read all about it. I've got some clicks for you from the chef people. So this is what the chef person has been posting on Instagram. I'll show you. And it's called Chef and Surf. So this was a post that was put up on 2 days ago, which says, I want to just let you know, stupid whore, keep talking bad about me, and I'm going to say all the true about you. You're fake and poor life here in Ecuador, so just keep talking, little rat. Then they wrote, healthy people are faithful with their husbands and friends. They don't blame others for their mistakes. Healthy people have friends. Here the people just hate you. Ask all the people was around you. Where are they? They don't talk to you anymore. Healthy people don't call family fat. And then they just posted this, LOL, stupid bitch. The difference between me and you is I don't need to be famous. I have my own nice, fancy, quiet life. Look around you, where you live, how you dress, what you eat, how you talk, what cheap car you buy with somebody else's work. Look at you and what you do to have some money. You don't have anybody after your husband. That person you don't respect. Just shut up your mouth and do whatever you want to do. I'm not afraid. About your little rat. Bye. Learn to cook. Go study. Do something you should feel proud. Everybody can be nasty, but you do a good job. At least I try. The next country at least the next country don't expel you, sucker. So apparently that account does not like Evelyn, and it is appears to be some guy. I don't know who. And whether or not they're teaming up with Laura, I'm not sure. But she seems to claim it is partnering up with Laura. So that's the scoop. It's hard to know who to trust. We know that Laura is a pathological liar, but I also don't think that Evelyn has always been forthcoming or honest about her relationship in terms of Corey. And it didn't help that editing on the show did make it seem as though Corey had shelled out a lot of money for her and that she appeared to be using him for money. Now, Corey has always said that the way that it was edited on the show is not actually who the Evelyn is that he knows, and a lot of things were made to appear a certain way when they weren't actually that way, which wouldn't surprise me. TLC is known to do that and sort of run different narratives that they want on their shows. So I would guess that Laura is maybe making things up, but I don't know. Part of me also thinks there might be something to this. She says that these pictures are a joke, except they just look so, I don't know, cozy, right? It looks flirty. That doesn't really look like it was just a joke, but that's just me. And if this is old, if these were done in September, it could be something that's older. And when I was on this guy's account, he was in Ecuador in December. So I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to get the truth from either one of these ladies. And I highly doubt that either one of them is going to be able to take any legal situations. And I also don't know that I really like deplatforming people just because they're mean to you. You know what I mean? I don't know. Either way, the expose is out. Evelyn is married, although we don't know to who. All right, you guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you believe Laura? Do you believe Evelyn? Do you believe the guy, the chef, the guy? I don't know. And I'll be back later. If you haven't, check me out on Twitter. It's at WOACB official or KatieJoyYT if you want to interact with me. Also on Facebook at facebook.com/withoutacrystalball and on on Instagram at Without a Crystal Ball. I'm always looking to cover relevant topics and trends, and these are the types of stories that you guys love me to do. So if there's if there's any new cases that you want me to look into, new shows, new characters, new people, tell me in the comments below. All right, you guys, I'll be back in a little while with more. Bye.